YouTube? It is your boy Triple coming at you with my first ever build video. I went with the pistol build. Let's get right into it. For specialization, I went with sharpshooter. You can go with survivalist or demolitionist, but I think sharpshooter is the best in most cases. The headshot damage is nice. Faster reload, I love it. And then the weapon handling, I just think that goes good with so many different builds, so many different weapons. I think it's overall the best. You can go with survivalist or demolitionist for the 10% flat damage to your sidearms, but I'm sticking with sharpshooter. For the first piece, I went with an R&K mask, 2 pieces of R&K. It's going to give you that 20% pistol damage, which is definite for this, especially because I'm not just stacking damage in this. I tried to stack some utility, maybe not in skill power wise, but in other ways, as you'll see when I get to it. The attributes, it really doesn't matter. There's only so many things you can really get. If you want some more skill power, that's fine. This build's a really strong build, so don't be afraid to customize it a little bit to your own liking, to your play style. I went with this is the best R&K mask I had. 31 damage to Elite, that's helping me clear out the Elites a little bit, and then the 14% hazard protection is helping out a little bit with that shock ammo that's been running around pretty nasty in the DZ. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I haven't rolled any different skills on this. Again, this is for your own play style. I've kept this on there because it's a piece that I'm using on another build, and I don't really want to roll it off right now until I get a better piece to put on for this. I went with the Alps Summit chest piece. I feel like Alps just have the biggest rolls on them. It might just be in my case, but every Alps I get, not every one, but pretty close, has really big rolls on it, really big weapon damage rolls on it. Running this pistol, you definitely want to be able to dispatch people really quickly, really fast, so you need that weapon damage. You're going to try to stack that up as high as you can, and I just feel like Alps is the best way to go with that. It just seems like they're always dropping high weapon damage. Also, I went with Alps because of the 3 mod slots. I gotta love the 3 mod slots. You gotta be able to fit in some things like that. You guys can put whatever you want in here. You might have a different one, but Alps is probably the best bet for not having a specific weapon damage trait on it. I also went with Unstoppable Force. One of the reasons why I am going with Unstoppable Force, even though it's getting nerfed, is not too many of the chest pieces work on pistols. Also, then maybe if you want to stack this to 11 red, you can get the new Bloodsucker on here. It's up to you. But Unstoppable Force, it works pretty good. And PvP wise, you just have to down somebody. You don't have to finish them off, so you can down a person and move on to his partner or whatever. So I feel like Unstoppable Force is, especially with all the new armor coming, it'll be a little bit stronger. Here's my second piece of R&K. I did have it on my backpack, but since I got such a high roll on my backpack, which I'll show you in a minute, I went ahead and switched this over to my holster, the R&K holster. So this is the bread and butter of it. Critical hit chance, it's not a big thing in here anymore. I'm going with flat weapon damage, so whatever you can fit there. If you want skill power, health would be ideal, I think, especially on this build being so low on health. I enjoy the health. I'm gonna get down to the bread and butter, blacksmith. This is the whole reason why I made this build. It's so much fun to use. I enjoy it very much. Killing an enemy with your sidearm repair. 25% of your armor can occur once every 10 seconds. That is huge. Once every 10 seconds, you get a good chunk of your armor back. So anything that you missed, this is also another reason why you don't have to run the shield on here, because I just run it on to get me out of sticky situations. I try not to use it too much, but with the pistol, you seem to find yourself in sticky situations that you have to be right on top of people to get that really big weapon damage from it and headshot damage off of it. Plus my aim is really bad, so your boy Triple's got to get right on top of people. Also, there's another way you could go with this. It's kind of cheesy, but hey, everybody's doing cheese right now. No ODZ, it seems. And I don't have it on here, but reassigned with this being a status effect, kind of leaning in a status effect type way build, you could put reassigned on here, and every time you hit somebody with a flashbang and blind them, you get 3 special ammo for your sidearm, and since you're using your pistol, that's a big deal. The only problem is it's every 45 seconds, and you have to use the 3 ammo in there to switch to a different ammo, like to try to get your shock rounds or your incinerate rounds. So keep that in mind, but you can definitely customize this and go reassign with it. You could even go bloodlust if you like, swapping within 5 seconds of a kill gives you 50%. Don't quote me on that. Weapon damage, 25%, somewhere in there. I'm not gonna look. I'm lazy. Let's go to the backpack. I went with this backpack for the 2 pieces of volley because my gloves is what has the big pistol damage on it. So I went with this. I just got this. I had the R&K and I was missing out on that headshot damage from the Alraldis. And now that I have it, that's really nice having an extra 10% headshot damage. I get to see big numbers. Sometimes I hit 200K. I'll show you why I hit 200K here. But try to get weapon damage on your backpack and on your chest, and then your specific, pistol damage on your gloves. Okay. The talents on the backpack, that's up to you. Run efficient if you want to. Safeguard maybe. I can't remember if safeguard will work on there. I have to look. Yeah, safeguard. I just haven't changed it over. I'm kind of waiting for the next update before I start changing a bunch of these talents over. If I can make it work for now, that's what I'm doing. So the talents on your mouth and your backpack, not a really big deal. It's up to you. I had a build with this with on the ropes, and that's with no shield at all, and that's kind of nice. It does a little bit more damage than this, but it's a little bit more squishier, and I like to be a little bit thicker because my aim is really bad. Let's get on to the gloves. Another piece of virality, add that 10%. Headshot damage, 10% accuracy. It's a really big deal, I think. 12% pistol damage what I went for on the attributes. You might not have 12%. I know I got lucky on this one. That's the only one I've seen. I've had like some 10s. I think even an 11. Whatever pistol damage you got, I would put on here. I went with Wicked because this is a pistol status effect build, so you want that 10% weapon damage to status affect enemies. Okay, that's a really good. It's really nice to have. You guys can go with devastating if you want more weapon damage, or precise if you want more headshot damage. I try to break the mold and think outside of the box. And in a minute, it'll all come to you why I picked this. Went with the Gilla knees, the Sidewinder Gilla knees. I love these things, man. I use these on so many builds. They always seem to give me the mod slots I need. You gotta pump these mods in here and make your build stand out. I went with Cloaked because of the defense drone meta, and I think that after the patch you could switch this to anything you like. You don't even have to run Cloaked. If you like something else like Patience or something, you could definitely run that. I PvP a lot in ODZ, so Patience doesn't really help you out. You can't really stay still for too long with the fishes. But Cloaked for right now is running really good. When my shield drops, it disrupts the nearby skills, defense drones, turrets. It might give you that little chance to get out of the bad situation you're in and fight your way out of it. I'm gonna go ahead and start with these 2 first. The only reason I put the 2 Farmhouses here is because I just wanted to show that these don't really matter. You're really just using it for the holster perk. I got transmission on this on the holster. That's for all the shock ammo going around. I had a dude kill me, so I put this on, and he came back with the shock rounds and tried to do it again, and next thing you know I hear him saying, "Oh, you're running the same build as me," and I really wasn't. He just hit me with the shock rounds and it transferred back to him, and then I was able to kill him, which was really nice. It was good. I'd say you can run something else, anything else you want, until somebody runs up on you with the shock ammo. Maybe, I don't know, it's up to you. I enjoy having that little back up protection, so that's just why I picked that. And on this Farmhouse, I went with Protected Reload. I feel like it's a must for me. It gets me out of so many bad situations, napalms, everything. It really helps if you reload in the middle of being set on fire or bleeding or anything, Oh, I'm always getting pegged when I'm reloading because I'm constantly reloading with this pistol. And just bad habit to reload after every couple bullets. I guess I need to break that habit. But like I say, pick the talents that you want. Try to customize this a little bit to the way that you like it. All right, now on to the piece. The big bad wolf piece. I've tried every pistol in this game, man. I really liked it in 1911. I've heard a couple YouTubers also comment on it in 1911. You can go with the Desert Eagle. It's gonna make you do way more damage. This is the second piece of bread and butter on the piece. I went with Eyeless. Deal 20% weapon damage to blinded enemies. Oh, it's a big deal. And since we're sharpshooter, we have those blinds. man, with this and Wicked, you're pumping out 30% more damage. You're able to take out bosses like butter. You melt through enemies. If you hit that blind, man, this build is so much more powerful, so much more strong. And with that and your blacksmith, man, this is a little pistol knot build. It's a juggernaut with a pistol. It's awesome. I love it. I've been having so much fun with it. You don't have to go with eyeless. If you want, you could go with salvage. Salvage is such a great pistol skill, and it seems to work more times than it doesn't work for me. Killing a target has a 50% chance to refill the magazine. I love it. It's great. It seems to work so much more than 50%, but that could just be me. I mean, so yes, you can do any of that. If you go with survivalist and you want to do the same kind of status effect build, you can go with ignite and use the fire grenades. I went with distance because, oh man, with a pistol you got to get up right on top of somebody to do the damage, and with this being optimal, giving you that little extra room to be able to do that same amount of damage, so maybe you don't have to get so close, and of course not die so many times like old Triple does. I went with also on the last one on your whole spray, I went with stop, drop, and roll. It's beautiful. You can use stop, drop, and roll on any one of these. You don't have to have it on your pistol. You can have effective reload or anything else on the pistol. I would just make sure that you get it on one of your weapons. It comes in handy so many times. You know, removing that burning, bleed, or poison doesn't work on shock, unfortunately, but what are you gonna do? All right, let's get down here to the skills. Me, I got potato aim. I'm up close. Some people might say it's cheesy using this shield with the pistol build. Sometimes I feel like that's the only way to run it when I'm having bad days. You could not run that. You could run pulse. You can run fixer drone, defense drone. You don't have to run the shield. I just find it helps out a lot to get out of sticky situations. I try not to use it as much, but I also try not to die as much. So, you know. And I went with the chem launcher because I don't use medkits that often, so I definitely need these, and it's just a habit to drop that. But feel free to use any skills. Feel free to customize this any way to your play style. Just it's up to you, you know. But this is a really, really, really hard-hitting pistol build, and you have some utility with blacksmith and eyeless, and you can put out big numbers and still have some utility without stacking complete damage. So, all right, I don't think there's anything else that I can think of. I think that's it. If this helps you, hit that thumbs up, subscribe. I'm going to be trying to pop out as many builds as I can. I have a bunch of different ideas. I've been making builds since I started the game. I'm trying to bring it to you. So shout out to everybody who told me to do this, who believe in me. You know, it's your boy Triple.